Hi, I'm Miss Nicole H, and I'm going to show you how to make paper beads using magazine pages. The first thing you're going to have to do is tear your magazine pages out of the magazine. And I found it's actually easiest if you just tear the covers off and then peel them away. Okay, so here is how we're going to mark off where we're going to cut the triangles. First of all, remember you're marking on the back side of the magazine page. And you're going to make a mark starting at the ½ inch, every ½ inch all the way down the page. When you finish, you'll notice that there's probably going to be a little bit of extra space here that's not quite a ½ inch. So you may not want to use that side. Once you're done, you need to take the paper, go to the other side, and then remember that you want to start doing your ½ inch markings from the same end of the paper that you started with on the other side. So for me, what I'm going to do is put the 11 inch part down here instead of the 0, because my 0 was over here, and I'm going to go up a ½ inch each way all the way up the page. When you're done, you're going to make your triangles. Now you don't want to have a straight edge, you want them to go from a center to a point. So you'll start at the first ½ inch mark, and then you're going to draw a line to this 1 inch mark on the other side. So there will be 2 at the wide end and 1 at the narrow end. And we're going to go here. Then keep your pen at that point, and you're going to move the other end of the ruler 2 marks in. So now we've got another point here. Start here. Once again, you move 2 marks, so it's 1 inch at one end and a point at the other. And then just keep going until you have filled your page with triangles. Now when you get to the end, you'll do a triangle to this point, and then you can, if you want, do one to the corner here. I'm going to keep it just in case I decide I want it. Now when I flip the paper over, because I have used a sharp marker, you can actually see the white lines that I'm going to cut with, but none of the ink shows up on this side. Now, if you want to, you can use a paper cutter. I find that the magazine pages are too thin and that using scissors works just as well. And then this one here is too narrow, I throw it away, and then I can start cutting along the lines and making my triangles. So now that we've cut out our triangles, what we need is a glue stick, the triangle, and then something to roll the paper around to make our bead. So first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get and turn my triangle over so I have the back side. Now we do not want the bead to stick on, to glue onto the stick. So we want to be able to slide the bead off when we're done. And in order to do that, we need to not put glue for the first ½ to 3/4 of an inch of the triangle. So I'm going to start about 3/4 of an inch down, and I'm just going to glue the whole thing. And you can mark a line on your triangle if you want where you start. And then what you're going to do is take your roller, and I've got a little wooden stick here, and then roll it to try and keep the narrowing edge as close to the center as you can as you roll it up the stick. And it doesn't matter if you have writing, because you won't see the writing when you're done. So you see how that's a nice little pink thing on there. And then maybe I'll take a blue one now. So I have a blue one, and roll it over. Once again, start a ways in, and then run the glue stick along the triangle, and then take your wrapping stick here and make sure you grip it. There we go. And roll it. Once again, try to keep the point rolling toward the center of the bead. That's a terrible one. All right, so that's, you know, even when you've been doing these a while, you can still make a mess. So I've accidentally pulled this one off before it's dried, so I'm going to slide it back on. There we go. This one here actually doesn't look too bad, but I'm not happy with it, so I'm just going to fold it and put it away. So once you have a whole bunch of beads made, you leave them on the stick until they dry, and then you can coat them with Mod Podge, either gloss or matte, and that will help seal the paper down and make it more like a real bead and less like some paper that'll tear. So when I was trying out the paper beads for making a bracelet for myself, I decided that I actually liked the black and white side of the triangles, and when I turned them into beads. So here is my finished bracelet, and I hope you have some fun making paper beads for yourself.